It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Ingram. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
To Mark Ingram.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's complete as Devin Duvernay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete to
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the Raven first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're running. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Ravens nothing. kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will make it into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, this to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission. Under pressure, and down he goes. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A give to Jones. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Patrick Queen on the tackle.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
The 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. Too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
2nd and 6.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check 37, check 37. Check 70 Lions. Check 4, check 4.
Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. There's a give to Jones running left. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check 41. Wild Bill.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's give him a show.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's checking.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. As the first half is winding down, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Ravens nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Hey, come on, Check 99. Check 99. Watch the safety crease.
Again, it's Jones. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. Jones, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 22.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Thomas. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Made by Joe.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Devin Bush, his 2nd sack of the night. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
And 10 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They go play action now. Jackson on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Steelers.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Let's get off the field. Safe. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Now Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Quick slant caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 48. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. 48.
Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Now 4th and goal.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the...
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tonight's final.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7.